So, okay, Aquarius, let us begin. Aquarius. Sorry if you can hear some noise in the background. It's construction work happening outside. Sorry about that. Okay. Aquarius. There seems to be a limit here with how much you are taking, a limit to your love, a limit to how much you have tolerance for in a workplace. All this is sort of kind of all coming together. There's almost like I see here like it helps you decide. You hit something, you hit a wall where you're like, oh, hang on. I accept many things, but there are certain things I cannot accept. You can't pretend let's say if it's a relationship, you can't pretend that you're happy with something or decision or whatnot. You kind of have to feel good about where you're at with yourself. And so there's these limits that you've created, and there's only so much you can take. So I see you are kind of, I see you dusting off negativity. You're shedding a certain skin that it's time to kind of let go of, and there is something as I have to say, for many of the signs for this month, a lot of the theme has been about walking away, walking forward, and there's a lot of changes in November. A lot, like, astrologically speaking, is happening as well, so it makes sense. But there's a defining moment that's about to happen, Aquarius, and there's like a booming effect. It's something, you've been going, you've settled some issues. I do see you settling some issues. You've reached, like, there's a tolerance here. You deal with that. But there is some opportunity or presence that gives you a big kind of push into advancing to your goal here. Very, very kind of rapidly. You're not on your own. It says here you're not on your own. There's like eyes on you. Certain people are watching you. Somebody important may be watching you. But there is there's a big advancement here. This, perhaps it's information that you needed, or finances that you've secured. Now you can really kind of go ahead and make something really, actualize something into reality. There's a vision here. For some of you, I see maybe you've had vision board. I do see that. For some, perhaps you've been using that and you've utilized it as well. There is something here of a repeated pattern not to be done again. I see kind of you you stepping onto the thing that you want to end, really kind of just stepping onto that and saying, no more. There is something here to do with forgiveness, Aquarius, something to do with forgiveness. Forgive and go forward. There's a string here, a certain cord that is attached to some part of your life in the past. It's asking here, this could be just for the very few. And it does not mean something is coming back. It's not coming back. No. It is just saying there's something within you that needs to forgive, accept, and life changes in many ways, Aquarius. There is, certain suspicions that I see that you've thought, you've had in your mind, and it's that many things are coming out where you're like, okay, now it makes sense. Things are clicking, And you're not afraid also you don't shy away from the real you, Aquarius. You're not afraid to speak of what you believe, your truth and the visions you set out for yourself. Um, you know, I don't know if it was you last time, but certain naysayers, they're not even going to get close to you. I see you bouncing back from something. If you've been unwell or something like that, if you've been kind of a little bit tired, I see you bouncing back. Your energy is going up again. And I also see quite a few shopping trips. I know that's a very specific message, but shopping trips needing to be made. I think maybe you could be moving into a new place, buying things for it, and all of that. But there is trying to keep your finances in check also. Property, building and property, maybe some construction work here. Organizing as well, something to do with your organizing. I see you kind of organizing your time, and I see you researching, studying something further. You are actualizing a dream, Aquarius. I do see this. You're actualizing a dream of yours. You have a few, but there's one in particular that's coming through. And it could lead you to... it may have to do, this could be for a few, to sever ties with some situation going into the new. It will be very, very good for you. And you start, and I see pleasure, something that's very, very pleasurable for you. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the cards have. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and Justice. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Justice. Yeah, this makes sense. This absolutely makes sense. How much, can you wait for something? How much can you take? Tolerance and whatnot. But I have to say, your all of the choices that you've made, the hard work that you've put in, is paying off in other ways that you may not have expected. It'll pay off immensely in ways that you want it to, but things are coming forward fast that will lead you perhaps to a direction that you didn't quite expect, but in the right place. It's still headed to the place that you have been visualizing. And the Two of Swords, is you kind of trying to decide, trying to see things clearly, shifting your perspective in some ways, seeing things to your advantage, being open to not being closed off and being open to whatever it is the universe wants to show you and give you. And with Justice, things are going to work out. It is like signed, sealed, and delivered. Is what I see here. It's, you're now managing to balance things really, really well. You're going to make a decision coming from the Two of Swords, and it will work out really well. There's karmically as well. Things are being leveled in the right way. I see something in terms of your vision. It keeps coming up. It's soon going to be realized. Oh, look at that. And we have the star. I love it. And the Three of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, that's a confirmation. Isn't that that's wonderful? Yes, it will be realized, and the star comes out, Aquarius. A wish fulfillment. I'm seeing lots of signs. You could look out for signs as well around you. It could be a song that comes on, a film, a book, something like that comes through. It will speak very true to you, but there is something that you are starting to see the fruits of your labor, my loves. And with the Three of Pentacles, you're definitely kind of joining forces. You're bringing things together. You're working on something. You're building on something with others as well. With others, you have the support that you need. Even if you work by yourself, you have a project, but you have support of others as well if needed. And you're definitely kind of you know, being there's a certain task that you're able to achieve greatly, and something very promising also here from the Three of Pentacles, because you show what you're capable of, and I do see there's certain answer to your call is coming through as well. That there's kind of a respectability. There's people that will see you and see what you're able to do, therefore opening up more opportunities for yourself. The Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay, Nine of Swords and the King of Wands. This could be nervous energy. There's been a lot of change, and things could be coming kind of quickly, that it leaves you maybe a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, but not to worry. As long as you stay grounded and you have things in the right place, keep yourself organized, is what I was seeing there in the cup. Brings you here to the King of Wands. You will then feel settled with the King of Wands. You're working with something here that's to do with a love of yours. Your heart is speaking to you, and you're putting it into good use. You're being very practical as well. You're using, you have very good balance in terms of your practicality and your creativity as well. So, I see that with the Nine of Swords, you're definitely going to be able to work through whatever worries that you have, because those worries, maybe when things are going well, maybe that makes you nervous because you're not sure what's on the other end. But if you change that perspective and stay, in the positive sense, as I was saying, like when things are coming through to you, not in the way that you expected, perhaps, but it's all for the good of what is on your path, opening up. And with the King of Wands, I also see security as well. Definitely ready here, believing in yourself is a big one. Knowing that you can continue achieving your goals here. There is, again, I'm guessing from King of Wands, speaking truth. Definitely staying true to yourself. Let's see what the oracle cards have. Your commitment is being tested. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Emotions are running high. Oh, wow. Your commitment is being tested. Oh, look at that. The Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords, very much that kind of energy. Keep at it. Even if things, like as I was saying, is coming through that are for you not quite how you envisioned, keep going, because you'll start to see it coming through. You'll start to see it coming through. Here we have the Star. A personal issue reaches resolution, karmic balance, karmic justice also. Whatever it is that you've been tackling, it will be smoothed out. Emotions are running high. There's a lot going on here. The Nine of Swords, that's emotions running high. Because there's a lot of a lot of situations, a lot of you've overcome certain challenges. Things are starting to come through for you as well. You're seeing these revelations. Also, what you do with that is very much in your hands. You know that you can be in control of it and continue on. Absolutely. A lot of changes this month in November for you, Aquarius. I love this. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you all so much for your support.